Hey guys, it's Sydney, and today I'm going to talk to you about something pretty serious, okay? So, I'm in my freshman year of college, and I'm living a little more than I was in high school, and I'm trying to not just dismiss things and try a bunch of stuff out just so I don't, go through college being like, man, I should have done that, what's the worst that could happen? But there's just, one thing you should do, okay? Be safe and make good decisions and make smart choices, okay? Something that I think that everyone should carry around with them regardless of whether you're a guy or a girl, okay? And that is mace. Yes, mace. Maybe not this pink one, but yeah, you need mace. Even if you're a guy, as long as you have some sort of self-defense thing that you keep on you, I think that's a really smart idea.
Want to hear this scary, creepy horror story that happened to me, which seemed like it was straight out of a movie? Okay, let me just tell you how this thing went, okay?
So it was around October, and one of my friends was like, hey, my friend's throwing this party and it's at this really nice house, this really nice mansion. And I was like, okay, this is weird. And she sends us pictures, and oh my god, the place looks amazing, and I got really excited about it. And I was just like, oh, this is too good to be true. But she's like, oh no, it's cool, and they just invited me and all my friends to this party. So I was like, okay. And me and 8 of my other friends, we got dressed up and we drive to this party. So we're on our way there, and
Danger, danger.
the red light shows up and we should just not keep going. But what do? We keep going. So we drive 30 minutes out to this lake where there's really nice houses, and we get to the address and it's completely dark. None of the houses on the street are lit up. We were thinking that maybe we got the wrong address, and there were really no cars, okay? I did not want to get out of the car, and we were just stopped out in front of this house, and this guy comes out who was supposedly the friend who invited us, and he was like, oh, the party's over here. And we were like, okay, this is weird. We pull into the driveway, but we don't get out of the car, and my friend rolls down the window and talks to the guy, and he's like, yeah, all the people are inside, come on in. And I was like, no, in my head, this is weird. I was scared, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get raped. But so none of us really got out of the car except this one girl. She wanted to see the mansion. She's like, oh, we have to go in there. So she opened the door and got out, and we couldn't all just stay in the car, so we went in with her to make sure that she was safe. And I brought my handy dandy mace with me, and I grasped it in my hand the whole time, which ended up being a really good idea. And we walk into this house, and there are 3 guys there. There's a 25-year-old guy, another 25-year-old guy who was super short, and then this really old guy who supposedly owned the house. And he was 50, and he was just really creepy, and I got really weird vibes from him. And as we're walking to the house, I think he was joking, but it wasn't funny. He was like, once you come in, you can never leave. And I was like, oh my god, in my head, this is not good. This is really bad news. And still, I proceeded to go in the house. Don't ever go in the house. This is a setup for a movie. Just don't do it, okay? And I'm in there with all my friends, and I'm just like, okay, there's only 3 of them. There's 8 of us. We could take him. We can take them. And I go in, and there's music playing, and no one's there. And all that's there is a whole table full of liquor and an oven-baked pizza that was just sitting on the counter. So, I mean, that's pretty lame, but still really creepy. And the old guy is really scary, and he's kind of harassing us, and he's like, oh, you're gonna take a drink, you should take a shot, you could take a shot, you look wild, my red hair, I look wild. But the other guy was just showing us around the house. It was creepy, and I mean, the house was beautiful, but the whole time I was really nervous, and the other girls seemed like they didn't care, but I just wanted to get out of there. And we tried to stay together. We have an elevator in their house, and it just goes from the first and second story. And he's like, oh, all 8 of you can't fit in the elevator. And we're like, okay, okay. And we split up, okay? Second thing, never split up. That is stupid. Always stay together, okay? So we split into 2 groups of 4, and they took 4 of us into the elevator. And the elevator was creepy, and it had those doors that go like this. All I was thinking is, they're gonna take us to a sex dungeon, and they're gonna, I don't know, they're just like bad things were gonna happen. And so we're separated, and we go up, and everything's still okay because we got away from the old guy, and the old guy was the creepiest. And we looked around the house. I was just anxious to leave. The other girls were taking selfies in like the extremely huge bathroom that was upstairs, and I was just like, oh, gotta get out of here. So I go back downstairs like with the other girls, and I just like wait there with them, and the old guy's talking to them, and he's like trying to force me to take a drink, and I'm just like, no, I'm driving. And we basically all said that we were driving, and they're like, oh no, you can't all be driving, you only took 2 cars. He was like, you're gonna take an effing shot. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm really not. And that's when the other girls came downstairs, and I was like, thank God. And we basically were like, thank you for inviting us, but we have to go. And we bolted to the door, okay? And all you could hear was them going, oh, they're running, which was kind of funny, but at the same time, incredibly scary. And we get to the door, and we go to open the door, and it's locked. And I just lost it. We're like banging on the door. We like don't know what's gonna happen. We're like, why is the door locked? And finally one of the girls goes up to the coolest seeming guy who didn't seem creepy, but he might have been. He was the least creepy of them all, and asked to unlock the door. And he did, thank God. And we just ran to the cars, and we drove, and then we stopped, and we were like, what happened? How did we get ourselves in this situation? Luckily, we were all safe, and I didn't need to use this mace, but I'm glad I had it on me. Not just that, I feel like everyone should carry this around, especially in college and you're walking on campus. Either make sure that you're always walking with a buddy, especially late at night, or in addition to carrying this around. Because I think it's really important. So the moral of the story is, if it sounds creepy, just don't proceed, just don't keep going. So that was one of my crazy college stories, one of the crazy things that happened to me that when I told my mom, she flipped out a little bit, but she's cool now, she's cool.
I'm thirsty.
Y'all really make sure that you're safe out there and that you think things through before you do them. I know when you get older, you want to have fun, and I'm totally about that. And trust me, I have fun times. At least just make safe decisions. You're gonna go to parties, whether you're in high school or college, and just don't take too many drinks. I don't know the drill. I don't have to be y'all's mom. Leave one of your craziest memories in the comments down below. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, put those little thumbs up in the air. Have an awesome day, and I love y'all. Bye.